You absolute legends. The molecular geometry of two-dimensional small molecules starts with a Lewis dot structure. We're going to start with a Lewis dot structure of ammonium, or NH4. Now, we cannot forget that our Lewis dot structure, any Lewis dot structure, are just two-dimensional pictures, and they're just really cartoons that we have to try to mold into an atomic vision inside of our head here. Now, ammonium, NH4, is going to have 8 valence electrons, 8 total electrons, and everybody's going to have an octet. So here's a good Lewis dot structure for ammonium. This whole thing has a +1 charge, so you can see brackets around it with a +1 right there. Now we want to zoom in and focus on the central atom nitrogen. And we want to notice 2 things about the central atom nitrogen. That it's surrounded by 4 things. Central atom nitrogen has 1, 2, 3, 4 things poking out of it like 4 spokes on the wheel. And of those 4 things, 4 of them are other atoms. That's going to help with our drawing and categorization of this molecular shape here. So this two-dimensional picture here is flattened by an anvil. Like, it doesn't look flat like this in real life. These 4 things, or 4 atoms, are going to be pointing out like spikes in 3 dimensions. Now we can draw that using some little bit of tools from art class, such as vanishing points. Here is our nitrogen in the center here. Now, for 4 things sticking out or poking out, 2 of those things are in the plane of the board. So we just have solid straight lines. 1 is coming out of the board at you, not straight at your face, kind of at an angle this way, but still coming out. And the 4th thing is going into the board away from you, like a cowboy riding off into the sunset. So we have these wedges here trying to show the perspective, this coming out, this going into the board, and these are on the board. Now, we have 4 atoms, the things surrounding it are atoms. These atoms that are in the board, these atoms that are on the board, I'm going to draw them to be identical in size because they're on the same plane of perspective. This hydrogen, I'm going to make it larger because it's coming out towards you. And this one I'm going to draw smaller in towards you here. Now, when we have a central atom surrounded by 4 atoms, we call this tetrahedral. Now, that's a funny word. It's used to describe a solid object that has 4 sides, a 3-dimensional solid object that has 4 sides on it right here. But this is how we describe the molecular geometry of a small molecule that has 4 things around it, and all of those things are atoms, and there are 0 lone pairs. Thank you.